Hey guys, it's Owen from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's stories in the world of professional wrestling. WWE superstar potentially returning to TV soon. Mustafa Ali might be making his return to WWE TV soon. According to Fightful Select, as of this weekend, a possible return to WWE TV for Mustafa Ali was discussed. There was reportedly even a pitch made for him to appear this Monday on Raw. Ali last wrestled on October 29, 2021 episode of SmackDown, losing to Drew McIntyre. He took time off for paternity leave last November and welcomed his third child later that month. It was reported that Ali only asked for one show off for paternity leave. Mustafa Ali had announced in January that he had asked for his release from WWE. It was reported soon after that the promotion would not be granting his release. WWE reportedly planning a big return for Asuka. There are imminent plans for Asuka to return to WWE Raw, according to Fightful Select. According to the report, as of this weekend, the plan is for Asuka to enter at least a quote short-term program with Becky Lynch. Asuka's return could be as soon as this week's Raw. It was also noted that there have been numerous pitches from both the talent and creative about how to bring her back. In February, WWE officials reportedly told Fightful that they expected her to be back in the spring and they were looking forward to her return. Asuka has not appeared on any WWE programming since Money in the Bank 2021 back in July. Her match at Money in the Bank 2021 was the only time she competed in front of a full crowd since March 2020. WWE asks fans about a potential ranking system and more. Earlier last weekend, WWE sent out a survey to select members of the WWE Universe, and the questions give a glimpse at what the company is considering. The notable items covered in the survey via PW Insider include how many times a month a recipient watches Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, how often do they attend live events and watch premium events, are fans interested in NFTs, are fans interested in a wrestler ranking system? Are fans interested in, quote, real behind-the-scenes workings at WWE? Which social media platforms does the fan follow with WWE? WWE has been releasing several surveys as of late to select members of the WWE fanbase, with the most recent being a survey about the WrestleMania Backlash card. With that particular survey, fans were asked to rank the matches from, quote, not at all interested to, quote, extremely interested. Another survey released back in March asked cross-promotion questions such as, quote, what do you like, if anything, about watching AEW Dynamite? The survey also went into detail with questions about characters, promos, and if wrestlers have the creative freedom to speak their minds. There were also questions about New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and Impact Wrestling. WWE did once have a ranking system of sorts called the WWE Power Rankings or Power 25 during its active years. The main difference between AEW's current ranking system and WWE's was that wins, losses, and draws were not the sole focus of rankings in WWE. It was more centered around who made a bigger impact on WWE television the week of, whether that be in a promo, match, or backstage segment. The WWE Power Rankings ended in November 2017. Dax Harwood responds to reports that WWE wants FTR back. In an appearance on the Wrestling Perspective podcast, FTR member Dax Harwood was asked about recent reports suggesting WWE was interested in re-signing FTR once their AEW contracts expire next year. Dax revealed there was no damage control following the report and also stated that he and teammate Cash Wheeler respected AEW owner and CEO Tony Khan so much that they wouldn't talk contract status with anyone while they were signed. Quote, we didn't need any damage control, Harwood said. I think both companies are in the business of getting talent and getting talented talent, not just any talent. I think they've seen the wave we've made, especially in the last 8 to 10 months, more so in the last 4 months. So yeah, why wouldn't they put feelers out? Why wouldn't they ask about it? here's the thing, we respect Tony so much, we would never in a million years, while we're under contract with the company, we would never go behind his back and talk contract status with anybody else, no other company. We would never do that to him because we have too much respect for what he's given us and what he's allowed us to do. As for what will happen once their AEW contracts expire, Dax Harwood made clear that while money was cool, it would not be the main factor in their decision. Rather, the most important thing would be what place would present the best opportunity for them and the best place to build their legacy. Quote, now on the flip side of that, we're going to go where professional wrestling takes us and wherever the best opportunity is for us and wherever we can build on our legacy, Harwood said. That's the most important thing. Obviously, money is really cool. I'm allowed to take care of my wife and daughter. But whenever we initially got the contract offer from WWE, I called my grandmother and I told her how much it was, and I told her, I think I'm going to turn it down. And her exact words were, David, how much money do you need? And I was like, oh my God, she's right. My dad and mom busted their asses to take care of me. If they can do it, I can do the same thing. I don't have to do this. I do it because I love it. So we're going to go wherever the love of wrestling takes us. Tyson Fury says don't rule him out fighting in WWE again. Boxing star Tyson Fury retained his WBC heavyweight title after beating Dillian Whyte Saturday at Wembley Stadium. During Tyson Fury's post-fight press conference, he revealed that fans shouldn't rule him out fighting in WWE again. Quote, don't rule me out of fighting there, revealed Fury. You might see me at SummerSlam. I have to speak to Vince and the boys to maybe make this happen. I know that Drew McIntyre has been saying a lot of things about me. I'll have to knock him out. I'd love to be at Cardiff, back at the centre stage in the UK, especially for the wrestling. I enjoyed it last time in Saudi Arabia. It was fantastic. To come here and do it would be phenomenal. We're definitely going to make a bit of contact to see if we can make that SummerSlam thing a reality. Tyson Fury made his in-ring WWE debut at Crown Jewel back in October 2019, defeating Braun Strowman via countout. AEW star out of action with another injury. Top Flight's Darius Martin is reportedly injured again. Martin suffered a torn ACL back in February 2021, which kept him out of action until the Casino Tag Team Royale on the March 2nd, 2022 edition of AEW Dynamite. He and his brother Dante Martin had worked just 7 matches for AEW, plus 1 match for Republic of Lucha and 1 match for Warrior Wrestling, but now he is back on the shelf. Now a new report from Fightful Select notes that Martin recently suffered a leg injury and he is back on the shelf. There's no time frame for Martin's return, but it was noted that he is expected to miss another lengthy period of time. Top Flight was scheduled to face Brian Cage and KC Navarro at Saturday's Warrior Wrestling 21 event, but Darius is being replaced due to the injury. Martin last wrestled during the April 15 AEW Dark tapings in Garland, Texas, which aired this past Tuesday on YouTube. The episode saw Top Flight team with Frankie Kazarian and the Hardys for a victory over Private Party, The Blade, and Helico and Max Caster. Since returning to AEW on the March 2 Dynamite for the Casino Tag Team Royale, Top Flight worked 5 standard tag team bouts on Elevation and Dark, winning all of them. Their one loss came to the Young Bucks on the April 1 Rampage. Besides the 10-man Dark match that aired this past Tuesday, Top Flight was also featured in 8-man action that aired on Monday's Elevation episode as they teamed with the Hardys to defeat Private Party and Helico and The Blade. So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.